live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
All right, on to the real. All right, Step now. You got to introduce this one, okay?
Yeah. So y'all, Wile is not, you know what, we just keep saying Tuwile is not just on here because we just, love him so much and we wanted him to, because he's been amazing with us on here today. Mm-hmm. But we also wanted him on here because he is our Onto the Real spotlight today. Because when we started Feel to the Real, the podcast, it was born out of Feel to the Real, the project. And when we started the project, we started it with the hopes of helping college athletes understand who they are outside of the sport, so that when the time for real life to come around was upon them, they would be prepared. It's better to be ready than to get ready. That's always what we say. And so we wanted to take the time to spotlight an actual newly graduated cum laude, I might say. Oh, laude, he graduated cum laude. HBCU graduate, and you all have heard us talking about Alabama A&M is where Tuwile graduated from. And so we wanted to spotlight an actual graduate who embodies what we want with the project. And so I am excited to say that Tuwile Wilson is our Onto the Real, and he has graduated and immediately started to make some moves. And so I'm uber proud, and I'm gonna turn it over to him to let him tell you about what he's got going on.
I appreciate you for all them kind words, Miss Stephanie. It's always love. She just put the pressure on me with that great introduction. That was a great introduction. I hope I live up to what the people probably think of me now. But like she said, I just graduated from A&M a few months ago. Since then, I have started my own business, Obsessed with Profit. It is a clothing business. Right now, it's like a clothing line, but I'm gonna expand it. Like as time go on, I'm gonna expand it because I want to get into a few other things too. But Obsessed with Profit is a clothing line. Oh, and when you hear the name Obsessed with Profit, because this is a big misunderstanding that I've been getting back, like a lot of feedback, and I never thought about this. But when people hear Obsessed with Profit, they seem to just think money, like obsessed with money. Like, I'm not sure if that's what y'all two thought when y'all first heard it. But when I'm saying Obsessed with Profit, I'm not talking about I'm obsessed with money. Like, no, that's not what I'm referring to. Obsessed with Profit means to be like obsessed with gains, like obsessed with trying to get better, like every day at something. Like, say if you're a mom and you got 3 kids, you want to be obsessed with being a better mom every day. You're obsessed with profit. I was a good mom on Tuesday. I want to be a great mom today because now it's Wednesday. Or we could look at it in the aspect of money. You made $40,000 last year. You want to find a way to make $50,000 this year. Being obsessed with profit. So it don't necessarily have to be referred to in money terms and monetary senses all the time, because it's not meant for that. Like when I was thinking about my brand and how I wanted to brand myself and come up with it, I really didn't even think about money at all. Actually, I'm just that type of person where I'm always trying to figure out how to get more, how to improve, how to do this better. So I just obsessed with profit. That's what I wanted to represent with myself. So I started that clothing line. Shouts out to Obsessed with Profit. Y'all go follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Obsessed with Profit. I got a huge drop coming. What did this one be released? On Monday. I got a huge drop coming on Friday. So by the time y'all see this video, y'all can go online to the site and go shop or check some stuff out or refer a friend, anything. So outside the clothing line I got going on, this gonna surprise y'all. I know it is, because y'all probably look at me, y'all see student athlete, y'all see that I'm Black, y'all see I'm young, but I'm heavily invested in like stocks. Like I like that. I don't know why. I just like it. And I don't have nobody in my family who I grew up around. It just was like implanting in my brain and showing it to me. So it's not like that. Something I just came into liking. I went to school and study finance. Like that was my major. And in the process of getting my finance degree, I had a class and we talked about stocks a little bit, but I didn't like it though. I hated that class. That's the crazy part. I hated that class, but I had a teacher get sick maybe like 6 weeks before the end of the course. And I had a new teacher come in and we just hit it off instantly. Like, and she the one who really like introduced me to it, I guess. And from there, you know, it's something I do every day. And as far as the stocks and stuff, that's what I want to like expand my brand to. I want to find a way to incorporate it where I can like teach the Black community and teach young people and all that about stocks, you know, and learning. Cause it's a lot of money in that stuff. It's a lot of money in that stuff.
We're gonna talk offline, sir.
Money.
Okay, we're gonna talk offline. Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves money for sure. So you know, I definitely that's something I want to, you know, incorporate and teach. And I don't want nobody money. I be seeing a lot of these dudes have courses for $200 or $300 just to teach you the bare minimum, because they're not even gonna really give you the free game. They're gonna teach you the bare minimum and they're gonna charge you. I don't want your money. Like, if you see this video and you want to reach out to me and ask me about stocks or invest or anything, feel free to do it. I take it, everything that I know, you know, I'll try to help you, you know, learn how to
put some people out of business, Wile.
It's something that you could definitely benefit from, because I'm super guilty of like, I mean, I don't want to put nobody out of business, but you know, I want like people to be more like aware, you know, of, because it's like,
absolutely, I love it.
If I think about, if I didn't come across the teacher that I came across, I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you about this topic right now. So it's like, you know, so yeah, so I've been doing that. And then I also got into a little bit of coaching. I coached in my high school this past season. Shout out to Shiloh. I was the corner coach there. That was cool. I could see myself later on down the road. Not right now though. I don't got the patience right now. Like it takes patience to coach, and I ain't cool though. I definitely have a passion for teaching the kids and showing them stuff that I didn't know, and you know, helping them out and still being involved in football. That's super fun. And speaking of football, it is, I don't know, I wasn't really gonna get into this, but there's a possibility that I still might play another season of football, because I have one more year of football left to play. But that's kind of in the air. I don't know if I really want to like get back out there. It's like, cause now I feel like I done started my life kind of and went down a different path. So now it's like I don't want to backtrack and go back down the football route, you know, but it's something that I love and something I've been doing my entire life. So it's really hard to let go. And knowing I have a couple of opportunities to still play, it's something that's in the back of my mind. But I don't know. We'll keep that in the air, because that decision hasn't been made yet. But yeah, that's a little bit about what's going on with me right now.
I'm so proud of you.
Appreciate y'all. I'm sitting up here and I'm telling y'all about all this stuff, and it sounds sweet, but I ain't gonna lie, it's definitely not. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of like uncertainty. It's been some tough moments, just not knowing what you want to do. Cause yeah, I have my degree. I have a good degree from a good school, but I always knew like a regular 9 to 5. I didn't want that. Like I didn't want that. Like it was just something about it I just didn't want, you know. So when you don't want a regular 9 to 5, and you come out of school, it's like, okay, so like I know what I don't want, but what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to make any bad mistakes and set yourself back. So it's been tough, and I have made a few. I've definitely made a few, but you know, to anybody who is seeing this and they around the same age or they're in the same time of their life that I am, my advice to you is don't get overwhelmed and don't get too down on yourself, because to be honest with you, we all kind of going through the same thing right now. Everybody who's around my age and making a transition from like maybe school to the adult life, we're all going through the same thing right now. We're all trying to find our way and figure out what our purpose is and what we're going to be doing in life. And it's stressful. So, and don't get caught up into what nobody else got going on. Like I know that the social media and Instagram and stuff. I'm big on Instagram. Like I love Instagram. Y'all follow me at Way Too Cold on Instagram, but I'm big on that. So I get on Instagram. I might see somebody who's the same age as me or 2 or 3 years younger than me, but they're doing more than what I'm doing. And it might have me down for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. And it's like, dang, like, what am I doing wrong to not, you know what I'm saying, be at that point or this and that? But you can't get caught up in comparing yourself to nobody. What is for you is going to be for you, and you got your own path, and everything's gonna happen when it's supposed to. And sometimes it's hard to maintain that mindset, because you know what I'm saying, you get caught up in what your peers might be doing, and it's like, dang, like, so that'll be the advice I got to anybody who's sitting here and they're looking at this podcast.
Love it. Love it.
Or frustrated. It'll all come to fruition.
I love it. Awesome. Thank you, Wile.
All right. Feel good.
One more thing.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Special shout out to Miss Stephanie, the lady who is on this podcast right now. She we ain't gonna get too deep into it because it's real personal for me, but I went through a real tough time about 1.5 years ago. Super tough time. And she was there for me throughout the entire process. Like she was literally there for me. Wherever I was at, she was there. So shout out to her. I can never thank her enough for that. You know, we ain't gonna get into what happened and what was going on, but she know, you know, she was there. So special shout out to her. She knows she can get anything out of me. You know, shout out to her. All love.
Love you too. Well, that's a feel good final thought right there. Like, for real. Because I'm over here about to cry. So,
oh man,
eyeball sweat.
Right. Eyeball sweat. That's the criteria.
Yes, eyeball sweat. Don't do that. Yeah.
Man.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Wile. I appreciate that, sir. All right.
Well, so we got 2 feel good final thoughts.
Well, yes, because you said put the coaches.
I did
down.
say put both of them.
Yeah.
I looked down. I was like, wait, that's 2 of them.
2, yeah.
All right. Feel good final thought.
All right.
So this first one, is Arizona State.
Arizona State.
Arizona State football player scores first touchdown from a Chinese player. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't actually see the play.
Oh, it was, yeah. You know, I'll be watching everything. So.
Yeah. I ain't gonna tell y'all my business, but now I'll be able to watch some more football.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it was really cool. It wasn't easy either. He had to force his way in for that touchdown. It wasn't like it was cool though. I mean, we say this all the time. It's so crazy that we keep having all these firsts.
Right.
Like, wait, what? It's the first time? Like, what? So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Probably not a lot of Chinese people of that ethnicity who play football, American football anyway.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a lot.
Yeah. So to see him be the first to score a touchdown, that was cool. So
yeah.
okay, go on to the next one. The next one is the real one.
So now we talk about representation and we talk about, you know, Black coaches getting an opportunity. And so this story right here was one of those that made me smile to say, you know, progress, right?
Yeah, big time.
7 African-American coaches are leading the SEC in women's basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so I don't know exactly how many schools are in the SEC off the top of my head, but for the SEC to have 7 Black coaches leading their schools
phenomenal.
Is huge. And this is the most that it's ever been for women's basketball in the SEC.
Absolutely. So yeah, it's let's see, we got Kentucky. Who we got?
Say that first name again.
Oh, I don't have it in front of me. I don't have it in front of me.
Say that first name again.
I was saying it's Dawn Staley,
coach of
South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
It is Yolette McEwen. That's University of Mississippi.
Okay.
Who else we got? Who else? Okay, they got a lot. It's Joni Taylor, Georgia. Who else we got? Nikki Fargas, LSU.
Okay.
I'm trying to find them all. Sorry, y'all.
Oh no.
Terry Williams, Flournoy of Auburn.
Okay.
I think that's it. Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
But yeah, no, I'm impressed. If that's not all of them, charge it to our heads and not our hearts, because like literally, but I just thought it was phenomenal. Like when I saw it, so the reason I saw it was I've had 2 very good friends, people who are in high school, back girls just in different places, saying that they can't wait till that's them. Like, I love that. This is what it's about. Like, it's motivating, it's pushing.
Right.
Yes. Like, I'm like, yes. And I told both of them, you on your way. No big deal. Like, one just won 2 state championships back to back. I think you on your way.
That's it. Right.
She on her way because her program is building every year. Like, they got further and further every year. So I just believe that, you know, yeah, this is why this needs to be in front of people. This is why on every level and at every sport, this is what it needs to be. I won't talk about what I just watched, but yeah, I'm just saying, I was even going to say to Wile, like, Wile, think about it in terms of getting into like the office area of like sports, which you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Yeah, but anyway, so.
Yeah, no, those athletes, they need somebody to show them how to invest that money. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Just saying, like, real talk. Like, you can be a huge influence.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, y'all. Show picks. What we watching? What we watching?
So, you know, I had something else and I changed it because I always do. Because this time I had to pick something because y'all just gonna hear me continue to talk about this because it's amazing. Like literally, I can sit for hours and just watch because I love seeing these athletes be so transparent and honest about their lives while they played the sport and now after the sport. And like what they are being so real, it is so enlightening and it's just amazing. And so I literally said it out of my mouth today. I was like, I don't know how you're gonna make it happen, God, but I need to be on this show. Yeah. I need to be a guest on I Am Athlete. I just need to sit in the room with Brandon Marshall, Chad Johnson, Chauncey, what's his name?
Fred Taylor?
Crowder and
Shannon Crowder, yeah.
Shannon Crowder and Fred Taylor. I need to sit in the room with those gentlemen and just have conversation. Essie gets to do it every once in a while because she's the president of the House of Athlete. But I'd like that opportunity to sit in the room with those dudes. It is amazing. Like their conversations are just, it's captivating. It is. So I Am Athlete is staying at the top of my what I'm watching list for a while.
You know, I told you the other day that I woke up super early in the morning, might have been like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and I just turned it on. And I told you I caught that the clip of them talking about PWIs versus HBCUs and just kind of the move to migrate back to HBCUs. And it was a really good conversation. You know, I took a piece from both sides of the argument. Yeah. It was really intriguing. It makes me want to watch more. So I'm definitely going to dig into that one about the money next.
Yes, and then today I watched one about they started. It was a part one. I only watched part one so far about them talking about it, and instead of it being called I Am Athlete, they scratched out athlete and said I Am Black. So it started with the whole conversation from where Drew Brees made the statement about the flag. And so today it was Santana Moss, what's his name? Something Kelly. He's a journalist, Issa, and I cannot remember the other gentleman's name, but it was good.
You know, that's probably gonna shoot up to the top of the list.
Ooh, it was good. It was so good. So yeah. Yeah.
Wile, what you watching?
Or
listening to?
I don't watch no TV. Like any of my friends, I don't watch no TV. I'll watch YouTube, but I will watch YouTube.
Okay.
And on YouTube, I watch a lot of DJ Vlad. I watch a lot of Snake Cheese. I watch The Breakfast Club.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Look, that's his favorite.
Right.
I watch like first take segments on YouTube because I like to see Stephen A. talk crazy because he's
he the master at that now.
Those are a few little YouTube little podcasts I watch, but I don't really watch too much TV. I watch a lot of sports.
Yeah. So. I'm kind of I all of that I pretty much watch too, especially like, you know, I'm on YouTube and I'll click through, even though I mean, like obviously I'm on Hulu all the time too. But I had to stop watching DJ Vlad, man. You know, and I used to really like the interviews. I think me not watching him is in protest of something that he did a couple of months ago that I didn't agree with.
We talked about this.
Yeah. He had made some statements about the minister, and he, in my opinion, for those, when I say the minister, I'm talking about Minister Louis Farrakhan. He had made some statements. He had taken some words that Minister Farrakhan said, and in my opinion, purposely used them out of context, because what he said, and you know, I'm a poet, Stephanie, so I'm really big on metaphor and, you know, simile. And he took the metaphor that he used and tried to use it, not figuratively, because figuratively.
He literally wanted to make it literal.
He wanted to make it literal, and use it to, you know, to kind of speak out against the minister. Yeah. And so after, I want to say it started with Royce the 5'9", I believe. He was the first person who said, yo, you know, DJ Vlad is a guest in this space. And if he's going to do these things and do them intentionally, and then intentionally not come out after being told that, yo, you took these statements out of context, and not attempt to make amends, you know, because you're a guest in this space, like, I can't support. And I've looked at plenty of interviews, everything he did on Tupac, you know, some stuff that he did with some artists out of DC. But after that, like, it just really left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know nothing about that story. That's crazy. That's I don't like that. That's lame.
Well, so and I know that you said you watched. So one of his regulars who is old. You probably don't. You may not know too much about Brand Nubian, but
I don't know.
Lord Jamar, who was one of his. Yeah, so you won't see him on there anymore because he's actually a 5%er.
Oh, well, yeah, no, he ain't trying to hit it.
Yeah. And so when he heard those statements, he actually called Vlad and was like, yo, you need to apologize.
Yeah.
And you need to correct the statements that you made. And he refused. And they were actually friends, like hung out together and stuff like that. So
that's unfortunate.
One thing that I have learned about Vlad and seeing his interviews, he's pretty like firm on his decision. Like if he do something, he don't normally typically go back, like, because he does something that I also don't like. And I see the comment section and they don't like it either. When an artist or entertainer or anybody he's interviewed passes away, he tends to like pull that interview
back up
and pull it back up from years ago. I don't really like that, trying to get paid
clicks
off of their that don't sit well with me and a lot of people in the comments like that either. It's definitely stuff that Vlad do, but he spoke on that and he pretty much said like, he's gonna do what he want. Yeah, he's a business, but yeah, Vlad's that type. He gonna do what he want. I don't agree with a lot of his decisions, but yeah. So, but yeah, I ain't know that. That's not what's up. He's out here. It's crazy because he's also getting a lot of backlash right now because I don't know if you're familiar with the Casanova situation.
Yeah,
Casanova just got arrested maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they saying that
they use some of the interviews.
His interviews is like to help prosecute Casanova. So Vlad getting a lot of backlash from that because, as you probably heard, people already think that Vlad worked with the feds and stuff. So, it's all type of stuff. Yeah, I try not to get too much into the politics of the podcast stuff that I watch, but I don't like that though. I can't support it. I don't like that. That's lame.
Right.
Y'all gonna have to just do a show together one day.
Right.
I'm gonna just be absent. And it's gonna be conspiracy day. And I'm gonna just let y'all, like, we gonna set that up. So y'all
we sure did go down the hole with this one.
Like, yeah, y'all don't went all off somewhere else again. Okay.
Yeah, but it was about show picks. It was about I'm gonna make mine quick because it's pretty much an extension of last week. Now, it's this it's this thing called MasterClass. And it's a platform where you can go to and you can get like pretty much a course from the best. Last week, I'm still watching the masterclass from Timbaland. And Timbaland is talking about production and beat making. And so I made it to, I want to say maybe lesson 6 with that. But this masterclass by Samuel L. Jackson is phenomenal.
Gator.
Gator.
That's
Gator. Gator. You know what? Gator is probably one of my favorite Samuel L. Jackson characters.
Oh, that's why between that and whatever, I can't remember what his name was in Django, but those are my 2 favorites.
Oh, Steven
and Gator, they're my 2 favorites. Absolutely.
Would you say, Wile?
I didn't catch that. So the masterclass, you saying that's a movie, a show, like?
No, so it's a platform, right? And so it's subscription based, kind of like, most of these platforms, like, but what you do is you take, you can look at them all, but you take 6 of your top, like, your top interests. Like for me, it's music, it's writing, it's acting, and you choose the people in those fields who you want to like learn that craft from. And so one of the people I chose was Samuel L. Jackson for acting. And I don't know what I thought it was going to be, but it's 1,000 times better than what I thought.
Cool.
Like you're getting like a front seat, it's like he's sitting in front of you, tutoring you about acting.
Okay.
Definitely.
And the depth of it is it's phenomenal.
Awesome.
Check it out.
Yeah.
He's a forever learner over there. Okay, so
yeah.
I love to learn. I'm always trying to be put on.
Yeah, forever learner. So
I'm
definitely
check that out.
That's right.
It's a great investment. You know what I'm saying? Like they even have people in there who teach who give a session on marketing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and just kind of anything that you could think of, it's probably on there.
Oh no, I don't play around. I just pulled it up already. I'm gonna save it.
Oh
I'm gonna check it out. I ain't just immediately check it out for sure.
Yeah,
love it. This has been awesome.
Yes, I appreciate guests. I know that usually like we try to stay within an hour. At this point, I was just like, we just gonna go. And we're gonna talk for as long as we can.
That's right.
And so Wile, man, we truly, truly appreciate you for coming on. When we started the project, you are one of the people that we had in mind, right? Someone who noticed very early that they needed to transition to life after sport, and they took those steps to make that transition. And so, man, we truly appreciate you coming and sharing your story with us.
Yes, thank you.
And we just wish you well going forward.
Absolutely. You know how I feel, bro. So don't even
I appreciate y'all for real. Like I appreciate y'all for having me on here. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I touched somebody.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully somebody heard what I'm saying, and maybe they can feel different when they wake up tomorrow after listening to this. And they might, yeah, for sure. But I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thank you. All right, tell them how to get us, Jarrett.
At the end of another one.
Yeah.
If you want to reach out to us on IG, it's at Field the #2 The Real Podcast. If you want to hit us on Twitter, it's at Field the #2 The Real P1. Shoot us an email, fieldtotherealpodcast@gmail.com. Hit us up on our YouTube page, Field to the Real Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I don't know. Some of y'all comment some weird stuff under there. We need to take a look at that. But
this number weirdos on the internet.
Right.
This is their safe haven right here. This keyboard.
Right. No, certainly. Reach out to us. And for those of you that are listening, if you want to be on the show like Wile was today, hit us up. Let us know your story. We would certainly love to have you. And I think that's it for me. Wile, let them know where they can find you again, like your website.
Y'all could find me on Instagram at Way Too Cold. That's WAYYTOOCOLD. Excuse me. And then y'all could visit my website. Go shop, search around at obsessedwithprofit.com. That's obsessedwithprofit.com. And y'all can also follow my business Instagram at Obsessed with Profit. So everything is Obsessed with Profit because we obsessed with profit. We always trying to get better.
That's it.
Love it. All right.
As always, we love you guys. Peace.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.